Hello everybody, welcome to Shrek Super Party. Now if you're wondering if I have any friends with me, no, why would I have anyone playing a party game with me? Yes, I'm that loaded. But I did say we weren't done with Shrek yet, and even after this, we won't be done yet. But first off, I'm going to remember to do this, because we're going to be playing the tournament to 400 points, so this is going to be about an hour-long episode. Yeah, that's a save. Don't know why, but it has to say that. But either way, we are going to be doing a tournament. And there is sort of a story to this game in that we're collecting bug juice. The first person to collect the right amount wins and they get their wish fulfilled. And I might explain them as we go on, I might not. I don't. Actually, I probably will. Either way, as you can see, one controller, no controller. Yeah. And there are several characters available to us. We have Shrek, whose wish is to just be alone. We have Thelonious, who just wants a nice vacation. We have Monsieur Hood, who wants to give his wish to the people. We have Princess Fiona, who wants to be rescued. We have Donkey, who wants to have a friend. We have Lord Farquaad, who wants to give his wish to the people. If you couldn't tell, there are air quotes on that. Either way, of course, we gotta play Shrek. So who will our competitors be? Donkey? No Lord Farquaad. Yep. We have to collect the bug juice. That's the main objective of the game, is collect as much bug juice as you can and be the first one to hit the limit. And this game is... It is a rip-off of Mario Party. I'm not gonna brush past that, but it's not a bad game. It's fun. Yep. First minigame though. This happens every time you start the game. Everyone has to collect at least 5 bugs. And as you can see, you can read the values of the bugs there. And you only get points for matching pairs. So 5 bugs, you can get 5 of a kind, 4 of a kind, 3 of a kind, 2 of a kind. But if you just have 1 of each, you're not going to get anything. You have to go for pairs. Or matches. So it said blue's the highest. So we're going to go for blues, of course. But you can't be too picky, because there is a time limit on this minigame. So. Oh, I missed him. And there you go. Because everyone clicked 5, the game is started. And there is a time limit on this minigame, but you will never reach the end of the time limit. And there you go. Monsieur Hood collected 4 of those, so it gets 32. I collected that much, so I get 29. And so on, so on. Thelonious did the worst, coming in at 9 points to start the game.
Congratulations, Monsieur Hood.
Yep. Starting in second. Which is better than last time, because last time I started tied for 3rd place.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Shrek.
Yep. And this is how the game plays out. We can choose where we want to go. We can go to the keep. And every area that you see here has its own minigames. They all have their own unique minigames. Including that one little spot there below the keep, which we cannot select. That is the bog. We might be able to show that off. Depends on if we land on that space. Either way, well, Shrek, we gotta go to the swamp. And this is how you move. You don't actually have... You don't hit a dice. You actually drop a ball onto one of these spaces. And there we go. This is actually like an event, sort of. It moves you forward.
Look out, Shrek.
And typically when it sends you forward, yeah. Ouch. You get beat up, and you have to play a minigame.
Shrek, it's time for an epic battle.
Now the deal about minigames, you actually don't play them after every turn.
Fly can be.
And after everyone's had a turn. If you land on a minigame space, or a duel space, you play a minigame. So technically it is possible to beat the entire game without ever playing a minigame, but more than likely you're gonna play at least one. Okay, fly candy. Yep, catch the swarms with flies, press X to swing your flycatcher, and we have the bigger swarms equal more points. Snakes will stun you, and in the deep grass they're worth more points, but you can't see the snakes.
Ready,
So, and it's actually kind of hard to tell where they are. there's a snake. Yeah, snakes stun you for a little bit, so you get less points. And I don't guarantee I'll win. I'm gonna try my best, but I don't guarantee it. And I'm gonna try and go for the ones on the outside, because like I said, they're worth more. But not always. And yeah, a lot of times you'll get hit by a snake, the computer will take your stuff. And I'm actually doing statistically the worst of everyone here. So, this is not a good start. Yeah, this is a bad start compared to last time. Alright, but we got a new record. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my initials because why not? There we go. And I came dead last on the leaderboard, so the record bumper is like 350 for last place. Yeah, when I played this last time I tried to record this, and hopefully it don't happen this time, but I was in first. I had like a 50-point lead for like the third time. But yeah, bug swapping. I know people are gonna want these greens, so I'm gonna give Thelonious the green and take his ladybug. Ladybugs are worth less, but I have more pairs now, so I'll get more bonus points for that. And yeah, Monsieur Hood's gonna have the lead after this, but hopefully we can come back from that. Yeah, not a very big lead, but he does have the lead. And Thelonious coming in at 31 points.
Congratulations, Monsieur Hood.
Yeah, this game, it depends on how fast you move through your areas, and it also depends on how slow the others move. And I really like that quote there. He's not me, he's just rendered that way. They made a joke about the old hardware. Of the old game. And we're playing another minigame because he landed on one. You don't get to see them drop the ball because they're computers. But you saw there, when we played mine, we were in a swamp-like area. Here, we're going to be in like a woodland area. Oh, and we actually got one of the very few, and I mean very few, there's only like 3 or 4 total team minigames. So, me and Donkey, classic pairing. We have to paint the windmill blades to our color, and of course we're not aiming at theirs, we're hitting our own, but we gotta get away from going, we gotta get as many points as we can. And you gotta time it. Because you're not just throwing them, no, you're pressing a button. Time it right, and it's difficult to get the timing. There we go. But you get bonus points for every circle, every time you complete a full deal. Nice. And typically it's not that hard. Okay. And if you do hit the one that's already painted, you will take the color off of it and make it turn back to gray. And I'm doing bad. I used to be a lot better at this minigame. I used to be a lot better at the timing of this minigame. And see, Donkey uncolored one of ours. Yep, I used to be a lot better at the timing. So we're going to lose. There's almost no way. Yep. They kicked our butt. Jesus God. Again, used to be a lot better at that one. It's been a long time since I've played this game. Like, I mean sat down and played it. And he's gonna go for the blues, which are worth the most. But he did give Donkey a pair. And he's probably gonna go for my orange. Yeah. But he gave me a decent pair. But I think the loot, no. Monsieur Hood's still in the lead by a decent amount. But he gave me a pretty good hand. And that was a tied for 3rd place.
Congratulations, Monsieur Hood.
But now I'm back in the running because they gave me that. Because it was a team play, they couldn't take from each other. They had to take from everyone else. So, No, Donkey's going to the keep. We should have enough time to show off every location.
Time to swap 2 bugs.
Oh yeah, it doesn't add up your points at the end of this, but you just get to swap 2 bugs so you can start the next minigame with so much. So he's getting 41 points right now if he comes first place next time. I don't like Monsieur Herd right now. And you can go in each other's places to try and waste them to the end of it. But typically you want to go your own way so you guarantee points. Unless you're desperate to win. Then that's when you go for someone else. And we got 4 minigames in a row, didn't we? Or didn't? No, we got 3 minigames. And now we get a castle themed minigame. So what are we gonna get?
Castle Crumble.
Okay, so we are essentially playing Pong. And it's another one of the few team play minigames. I hate this one because it is very difficult to win at this one.
Ready, set, go.
Because you move either really fast or you don't move fast enough. Which is, I guess, the whole conundrum for most everything. And a lot of times your own computer can block you, so you want to be up front. Ah, crap. And it's hard to keep track of 2 balls at once. So playing this with another person is great, because then you can communicate a lot more than Donkey does. And yeah, it gets up to 3 or 4 balls, I think. And you want to try and do your best to keep it from actually going through your wall. Because once it goes through your wall, that's when they start getting big points. Correct. And I'm not doing too good job of representing that, but neither are they. And thankfully, you cannot. It doesn't bounce out the back of your shield. Or your paddle, I guess. Hey, there we go. We kicked that butt, but I wanted to take from Donkey, which sucks. And Donkey, I think, goes first when we take bugs. We'll see. He's just on. No, he's gonna take the blues, which sucks. Because I want the blues. Alright, we can swap 2 bugs, so I'm going to take the oranges and give myself 27 points. Even though I should have, now that I think about it, I should have gone for the greens. But oh well. Hey, I'm second still. By 11 points.
Congratulations, Donkey.
And everyone's in it. Last time, someone else, when I played this last time again, referencing the last time I tried recording it, one of the characters was so far behind they had no chance of catching up. And if you see that big blue spot, that means that's the end of your area. And the boots mean that bog. You do not want to go there. And blue typically means you just get points or you take points. But we'll see. It's random.
Okay, Shrek, choose your victim.
See, this time I get to take points. Other times, it would just give me points. There we go. Now I'm in the lead. By 9 points. And now it's a duel. Ooh.
Looks like a daring duel.
I hate duels. Because when you're playing against computers, they only choose the player.
Glider pilots.
Ooh, this one's kind of difficult. Essentially, we gotta shoot balloons. We don't have to press any buttons to shoot. It shoots automatically. But we have like inverted controls to fly our planes.
Ready, set, go.
And we get different points depending on the color of the balloons. So, I think it's typically your balloon color that you want to aim at. But, at the same time, if you can't get it, don't worry too much about it. Just get as many as you can. Because how difficult this one's going to be against going other people. And the bots aren't too bad at this one either. And if you're not used to inverted controls, then yeah, this is going to be real difficult to get used to. I'm kind of used to it just because Hogs of War is inverted aiming. But, yeah. Obviously, I'm not perfect at it. And I'm also using the D-pad. I use the D-pad for all the mini games in this one, just about. It's like 1 or 2 games I'll use the analog stick. I just find the D-pad controls a lot better in this one. There we go. I kicked his butt. And because it was a duel, though, only me and him get to swap bugs. So I only get to take bugs from him, which sucks because he has no good ones. I guess I'll stick with that. He had nothing good to take, really. It's probably the best I could have done. But it will keep me in the lead. Not by much, but I'm in the lead. They can easily take me over.
Congratulations, Shrek.
Thank you. Well, finally in the lead. I only had to steal points and finally win a duel. I won a duel, I guess. I didn't win a minigame. Even though... Aw, another duel.
Like a daring duel.
Man, this game might go faster than I thought. Just because everyone's trying to win. Well, obviously everyone's trying to win, but hopefully I can win this duel too, because I can see some things I want.
Bowl me over.
Ooh, this is hard. Well, this one's kind of annoying. Yep, plus X to all your ball to stun people while you're trying to grab gems. The bigger they are, the more points you get. And don't get hit, because you get stunned.
Ready, set, go.
And yeah, it says the bigger they are, the more points they have, but... Yeah. So. Obviously you want to try and get the bigger ones. But you can still grab the little ones. Ah. Alright, fine, since you two stun each other. Ouch. And Donkey's pretty good at this minigame, apparently. I still got it. But he's kicking my butt. So you get points for hitting people, but I can never hit anyone. Seriously, they all just nailed me. There you go, Donkey. Seriously, I throw from the left. Oh, if I would have hit him there, I would have won.
Donkey.
But I came in dead last. So Donkey's probably going to take back the lead right here and leave me with nothing, no points this round. Yeah, he's taking the lead. Unless I can get 12 points from this, which I think I might, honestly. Ooh, yeah. I'm just in the lead now, but Donkey has a chance to overtake me pretty easily.
Congratulations, Shrek.
Thank you. And I do hope at some point to actually get someone in here playing with me. Because this is actually a really fun game to play multiplayer. Like I've said multiple times. Ooh, and he's losing points.
To whom will you give some
And
precious
same thing with the lead one. If you land on a lead one, you can either just lose a set amount of points, or you give someone a set amount of points.
ball, Shrek?
And the closer you get to the finish, more chances are of you going to actually get the finish. And again, the boots, you don't want to hit those. And we're 1 away from the finish. Dang it. And another minigame.
It's time for an epic battle.
Yeah, the minigames quite often, because more than likely you're going to land on one at some point.
Swinging vines.
Oh, I hate this one. I've never won this minigame. Well, actually, no, I think I have, but it's so difficult.
Ready?
You have to jump between the vines, but you can't go back up. The main goal is just to collect as many fireflies as you can before you go in the water. And the longer you stay out of the water, the more points you get, obviously. So if you hear me constantly tapping X, then you know what's going on. I'm trying to stay above water. Come on. Come on. Come on. And there we go. Once your hood's kicked my butt, because he's actually collecting the fireflies. I can hardly ever collect them, because you don't go back up, you just fall. I can never collect them. They always fall down before I can get to them. And yeah, I came dead last. No, I came third. So I'm probably not going to get any points for that round, but Donkey ain't going to get much neither. Hopefully. Because if he has any blues, they're going to take them. Okay. I'm going to take his green. And hope they don't take mine, because they should be focused on oranges or blues. See, now, Thelonious, Monsieur Hood should go for the blues. Nope, he's taking my greens. He made sure not to give me any points. I think he gave Donkey the lead. No, I'm still in the lead by 2 points, but now everyone's back in it.
Congratulations, Shrek.
But I should be able to get my points for reaching the end of my area first, which should give me a decent boost. But the longer it sits there, the more points it builds up.
The magic mirror says, too bad. You spilled some precious drops.
See, the magic mirror is just a random event. It can make a minigame, a duel, teleport you around the board.
To whom will you give some precious drops?
And Thelonious just got his points back. In fact, I put him in 3rd place. Alright, where you going, Monsieur Hood? Another minigame, okay.
Monsieur Hood, it's time
I like the castle minigames. I don't really like the swamp ones. Castle ones I enjoy.
Scooter Scramble.
This one is kind of unique. It's kind of like a Mario Kart clone, but there's no items in there. You're just trying to go as fast as you can and avoid obstacles. Yep. Whoever gets the furthest, you win. And hitting stuff will slow you down.
Ready, set.
So essentially, go as fast as you can. And don't crash. It's actually rather hard. And again, I use the D-pad. Because it feels a lot tighter with the D-pad. And making the turns is really difficult too. And yeah, if you can go without crashing for a little bit, you can actually buy yourself some time. And by that I mean, they'll crash enough where you won't. If you crash, you actually have time to recover from it before they can catch you. I think the max points I've ever gotten in this minigame is like 1,000. I think this is one of the very few minigames where you can actually reach 1,000 points. If you just gun it and you don't crash at all. This is one of my favorite minigames as a kid because you ride scooters. It's fun. See, I hit a barrel. Not gonna reach 1,000 now.
Shrek wins big time.
I don't think I would have reached anyways. I think it would have been like 970. Either way, I kicked butt. And because I'm curious, I'm gonna actually check out the high scores. Oh yeah, I got the high score. And yeah, that name below me is just wrong. And also we have Bum down there as well. Either way, I kicked butt. Okay, he gave me the orange, so I don't know what I'm going to do. Well, actually now I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to trade this one for his blues. And we're going to call it there. That should give me a healthy amount of points there. But everyone's going to actually get a decent amount of points this round. But I think I'm going to be the only one to reach 200. Yeah, there we go. I'm halfway there.
Congratulations, Shrek.
Yeah. Halfway to the finish line, and I'm going to grab a drink. Because I'm thirsty.
Rock the ball, Shrek.
And you can see, because I'm on the last square, I am guaranteed to get the points. So this should give me a healthy boost. And of course now I get a high number.
You just picked up some
34. Okay, not too big. The highest these can get, I think, is like 70 points. Actually, probably higher than that, probably close to 100. See, he's going to the bog, so he won't get the points from that area.
Thelonious. Off to the evil bog.
So I honestly might go into his area to try and snap those points that he missed. Yeah, there's the bog for you. And another minigame.
Donkey, it's time for an epic battle.
There's been one every turn now, hasn't there?
Hidden treasures.
Okay, this is essentially a matching game of gems.
Ready?
And they change, obviously. It doesn't end when it runs out. There you go. I typically stick to one side because they refresh fast enough. Ah, see? There we go. Oh, no one got that one. Where? Alright. And typically, sticking to the one side helps you get points really quick. Because, well, obviously everyone else is on the other side going for those. Unless they try to disrupt you, which they can do. Obviously it works out pretty well. Because a lot of times you get matches right next to each other. Ah, I could have had 730. But I kicked butt again. Man, I'm doing good on some of these minigames, but some of them I'm absolutely crapping myself on. Oh well. Wow, we almost all have the same hand. It's gonna go for the blues, then Thelonious is gonna go for the blues. And then I'm going to take the blues. Oh no, he's going for oranges. Ah, no, he took my blue. Well, if you couldn't tell by now, blues are the ones you won. And I don't want to give him another pair, so I'll take the Theloniouses. There we go. I'm almost about to win the game already. So I probably should have stuck with 500, but maybe I'll do that if I can get a friend over here. So we can make it more competitive.
Congratulations, Shrek.
And now there's only 3 blue bugs on the board. So whoever comes out first can almost guaranteed to get it, because you can trade 3 to come in the first place. Okay, where'd Monsieur Hood end up? Ooh, another random event. What's gonna be?
Magic mirror says, choose your victim.
He's taking points. Ouch. Oh, I got a decent lead on him. And because we're back home, we get to choose a new area. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and show off the farm, even though I know the windmill is more profitable.
The farm.
Because it has a higher number. But, I'm even gonna lose some drops too. There you go. Yeah, but each area has its own unique type of music.
Precious drops.
I lost a little. Even though the music's still the same, it's just the pitch of it. And he's going immediately back to the bog.
The heart of the evil bog, Thelonious.
Yes, there is a square in the bog. There's only 3 spaces in the bog total. There's like a happening space, like an event space, like the mirror. A minigame space. Yes, the bog has 3 minigames. And there's a go back to the bog space. Every other place will bring you back home. And he landed on the bog, so I know where Donkey's going. He's gonna go to the windmill and take those points. And Monsieur Hood should also be done with his. Yep, there we go. Yeah, you get a lot of drops if you wait long enough. So Monsieur Hood is now in the lead because of that. But hopefully we can get a good minigame that I can win at. Well, maybe no minigame at all. No bog. Okay, minigame. These ones I'm not so good at. The ones in the farm. Farm's in the swamp. But hopefully we can get one of the ones I'm more used to. Like pea shooter.
Onion ring.
Ah, why do we keep getting the team minigames? I suck at these. Yep, we gotta throw onions across the fence to our ally. Catching them gets points. The longer the onion is in play, the more points it's worth. And the opponents can steal the catch. If they catch it, they get the points. So, it's pretty hard. And we already missed one. And when you throw it to the other side, you want to try and make sure they can't catch it. Because then they don't get the points for that. And obviously we're going to lose because Donkey's an idiot. And typically your ally is not too smart. Oh, really? And there's so many onions that are going at one time. Yeah, we lost by 8 points. If we would have caught one more onion, we probably would have tied. Which I don't know what happens then. But yeah, Monsieur Hood's gonna gain the lead. Yep, Monsieur Hood is officially at 300 points. He's gonna take my orange. He's gonna take Donkey's orange. I have no problem with Thelonious getting points, but Monsieur Hood is annoying. If you couldn't tell, I really dislike Monsieur Hood. He always screws me over in this game. Ooh, a lot of blues, a lot of greens. Okay, so next time might be worth going for the greens, honestly. But it depends on what place I come in. If I come first, I'm going for blues, obviously. Yeah, your turn, Thelonious. Oh, no, never mind. You lose drops for a certain space. Who's giving it? Oh, he's probably gonna give it to Monsieur Hood. Or Donkey, okay. Monsieur Hood is practically out at this point. Yeah, he's going windmill. Then Monsieur Hood probably goes swamp. We're probably not gonna get to the end of these areas unless we get lucky. And he got one of the moving squares, which with the actual Monsieur Hood. And another minigame, because why not? Ooh, and these minigames. I don't like the minigames. I like them, but God, I'm stuck at them. Okay, this one, just run down the points. You jump over obstacles, or you duck them, or you move out of the way. So the further you get, the more points you get. The more you get hit, the less points you get. So I don't think you have to hold forwards or anything. I think you can, but there's no point. This one, it's actually a rather fun one. Especially if you have multiple people and you have people trying to distract each other. It doesn't matter the obstacles. Because if you get hit, well, you lose points because you stop going. Well, obviously, the longer you go without getting hit, the faster you actually get to the right side of the screen. So it actually becomes more of a reaction game. And everyone has a different track, so don't try and copy someone else's track, because it won't work. So, keep an eye on what you're doing, can really help out. There we go. Okay, Monsieur Hood almost caught up to us because I hit that one spot. I should have moved instead of jumping, but we won, so I will get some nice points from this. Yeah, I don't care what Donkey says. I'm taking those. Ooh. Actually, Donkey's not much competition, though. Actually going to take 2 of his to offset him and grab Donkey's other blue. That should give you a nice helping points. He's still in this. Donkey's still in this as well. Thelonious not so much, my bullet always went with Thelonious when we played as kids. Wow, I got set up for a great hand, but I have to win to keep it. But we might be coming to the end of the game here soon, because I'm almost at the end of my area. He's probably gonna go swamp because it has the most at the moment. Yeah, the computers typically won't mess with each other. And he's immediately going somewhere else. Yeah, when you get the crystal ball, you end up somewhere else. And it always puts you on a minigame. If you get a happening space, or the... Okay, you know those little carnival games where you're squirting water into a little hole to fill up your bar as much as you can? This is essentially that. This is the only minigame you can actually win before the timer runs out. Problem with that is the computers almost always do it because they play perfectly. perfectly. This is a hard minigame to win.
Set. Go.
You don't have to press any buttons or anything, you just have to keep it on the target. Thankfully you don't have to press any buttons, because if you had to press buttons it'd be so much harder. And there you go, I'm already losing. Donkey's in the lead. Because they rarely mess up. And I mess up quite often. So as long as I come second or third, I'll be happy. Yeah, if you're good at it, you can actually win this minigame before the timer runs out. And the snake does move faster and faster as you get forward. It makes it that much harder. I'm not going to be able to show it off, but yeah, I'm not going to be able to win before the timer runs out. But we did end up winning overall, so honestly, the game's probably going to be ending here in a couple minutes. Because I should be able to get a nice stack of points from this, despite how much they're taking from me. Because yeah, he's going to take a blue. Then Donkey's probably going to take the oranges or the blues. Yeah, I'm going to take them back, don't worry. For Donkey specifically, I'm taking my blues back. I'm going to give him points for that though. That's much less than what he would get for all those blues. So yeah, if I get to the end of my area in this next turn, it'll be over. I'll get 400 points. But Loney also, if he gets to the end of his area, he'll win.
Congratulations, Shrek.
Yeah, I probably should have stayed with 500, but oh well. This is still a nice little showcase of the game. How close are we to the end already?
Drop the ball, Shrek.
Ooh, we actually got about 50-50 shot of it. And there we go. The game is over. I win. I know it's anticlimactic because I got the points for just getting to my end of my area. And we played it. Did we play a single minigame from here? No, we didn't. We must have. Either way. And that's it.
Congratulations, Shrek. You won the game.
Yeah, if we would have gotten the 500, we might have had another turn or two. But there we go. That is it. And here's the cutscene. Nope. Put our points in there. Or it drops.
Turns out
And there we go.
Shrek didn't really want to be left alone, and he lived happily ever after.
Jesus, look at... If you saw that Pinocchio off to the left of Donkey there, he looked so horrible. And that's it. That's just how the game ends. Yeah, there you go. Everyone has their own ending. So, I honestly might do another couple episodes of this just to show off other endings and play it again. I really love this game. And maybe we'll go, but if I can get a friend to play, we'll probably go 600 or 700. Maybe 800, probably only these two though. But yeah, next time I'll probably go to 500 too. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed that. And look into one of my favorite games of all time from my childhood. I know, it's not that good of a game, but when you played it a lot as a kid, you grow an attachment to it, you get nostalgia. Yeah. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you have a good day. I will see you later.